Fergus, who is a traction engine, is a hard worker at the Sodor Cement Works. The staff there enjoy having him there, and he is always welcome there. One day, Sir Topham Hatt arrived and came to see Fergus. "I want you to help out at Great Waterton. I would like you to help bring tourists to and from the town and arrange some trucks there."
"Sure thing, sir, but I don't know where Great Waterton is."
"That is why I am sending Percy here so you can go with him. He knows the route to Great Waterton, and I wanted passenger trains to be a new experience for you." Sir Topham Hatt then drove away in his car and left the cement works. Fergus had never been to Great Waterton before and was curious to find out what it's like to be in that town. He had been outside of the cement works before. One time when he was sent to work at the quarry with Mavis, Bill, and Ben. Another time when him and Salty prevented a ship from crashing by fixing the generator of a lighthouse, and then when Diesel tricked him into thinking Sir Topham Hatt wanted him to work at the smelters, which made him get a scare from it and hid at a quarry mine, the same one that Percy came across. He also never pulled passengers before, so it'll be the first time he's ever done it. Very soon, Percy arrives and takes Fergus with him to Great Waterton.
"I've never been in there before, so this is another time I've been out of the cement works. I'm sure you'll like it. Thomas discovered that town while he was bringing a load of lumber to the narrow gauge railway. We had a lot of work done restoring that town to its normal state. Beforehand, I'll show you the route so you could bring the passengers to and from the town."
It was a long journey, but they had heard the sounds of the birds along the way. They soon arrived at Great Waterton. Percy uncoupled from Fergus so he can get a view of the town.
"What an interesting view,"
Fergus said. Percy then started to show him around the town. It took some time, and the last thing Fergus was shown was the old mine shaft that Thomas had once been in.
"Thomas told me that the mine has a track in there with trestles that are unsafe and one of the tunnels is flooded, so I don't think going inside there would be a good idea." "I'll promise I won't,"
Fergus said. The work had started, and Fergus had lined up some empty trucks into one of the tracks near the mine. When he was returning, he got called to take the coaches to go pick up passengers from Mayfleet Station. He was coupled up and set on his way. Fergus was lucky that the coaches he took were not the exact same ones Gordon usually takes, since they are heavier. He's taking the red Stroudley coaches that other engines would take. The journey was long, but Fergus worked his hardest. The day went by, and Percy he took care of the rest of the passengers. Fergus, however, put the rest of the trucks into the sidings, and then there was trouble. "The points are suddenly jammed. I already called a mechanic and he can't come by until the morning, since it's getting late now. I guess we're going to have to stay for the night." Fergus wasn't happy, but regardless, he had a hard work day and was looking to rest. His driver walked to the station to spend the night, and Fergus stayed near the stuck points. Hours later, the sky grew dark over Great Waterton. Percy had gone back to the sheds and all the people had gone home. Fergus was all alone and it was cold and foggy.
"I didn't think there would be fog tonight,"
he said. Fergus started to close his eyes and he tried his best to get some sleep. Fergus had awoken to a sizzling sound. He was confused as to why there would be that during the time of the night when he was clearly by himself. Then he heard it again.
Fergus started to grow nervous. Suddenly, he heard a voice call out, "Hey, can someone hear me?" Fergus was now in panic and rattling. He didn't want to wake up anybody since they're sleeping. Percy was not there to give him company, and the points were stuck that he couldn't leave. So Fergus ended up deciding to go investigate the source. Once he got to the line of trucks, he looked at the mine shaft. The voice came again. "Hey, over here!" Fergus backed up, and he had found the source. There, next to the bushes, was a rusty LMS Fowler Class 3F tank engine, also known as a Jinty. He was off the rails and looked like he's been broken down for some time. "Was that you? 'Cause I got scared thinking someone is in trouble." I am sorry. It's that I haven't been on the rails in so long that when I learned the town was getting restored and a blue tank engine was around here, I thought he would try and rescue me. So I had to use whatever steam I had to try and get someone's attention. I'm sorry no one knew you were here. I'm Fergus, by the way. Do you got a name? My name is Jonas. I've been on this railway for a long time. I was taking a trip inside the mine, and when the bridge inside it was deemed unsafe, I ran back as fast as I could. However, I went too fast that I ended up off the rails, and no one found me until now. Well, I was working here today, and the points got jammed, so I got stuck here tonight. They can't be fixed until the morning. So tomorrow I'll tell my driver and my friends about you, and we'll get you back in shape. Fergus went back and fell asleep. Daylight had shone and his driver walked back to Fergus. "Morning, Fergus. Night been well?" "I found an engine last night, and we need to eat to help him get restored." Fergus's driver telephoned Sir Topham Hatt. Very soon, Thomas arrived with Sir Topham Hatt and the mechanic on board, while Henry brought Rocky.
Fergus, I'm sorry you got stuck here last night, but I'm proud that you found a brand new engine to be an asset to our railway. Please take me to this engine.
The points were fixed, and Fergus led Sir Topham Hatt, Henry, and Rocky to the back of the town. "Hey, Jonas, help is here, and you'll be in working order again." Rocky lifted Jonas onto the flatbed. Jonas was happy to be going back to working on the railway.
Henry, I want you and Fergus to take Jonas to the steamworks and get him fixed up and repainted.
Sure thing, sir. Henry and Fergus took Jonas to the steamworks. Maybe you can work at the cement works with me. Anything for my new friend. They arrived at the steamworks, and the workmen set to work at fixing up Jonas. It took some time, and Jonas was all fixed up and repainted, with a red smoke box, purple body color, and black wheels. Then, the request was made official that Jonas work with Fergus at the cement works, and the two of them have now become firm friends.